Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, bearing with us while we ran off to go to break to stretch our legs and uh, just talk about what's going to happen next. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, uh, Caparemoto, for the follow. You do have a hero point to give to the hero or GM of your choice, however you want to spend that.
You have to keep saying that.
Don't give it to the GM.
Give them
Shut
all
up.
to me.
No.
No, I'm not going to need them for the villains I have in store tonight. I wouldn't want to spend them on them. Yeah, so prior to the break, we opened with a big fight at the Freedom City Super Museum. All of the heroes were present for a special gala unveiling the artifacts of Adrian Eldritch when the Factor 4 appeared. 3 of them, at least, appeared and set out to attack the heroes, trying to rob as many people as they could, and it did not go super well for them. Granite was taken down by a beautiful punch from Centuria, and then he disappeared in a cloud of sulfur and brimstone. Professor Fathom was frozen by Resonant, and then he also disappeared in a puff of sulfur and brimstone. And then Pyre insulted everybody's superpowers and set a bunch of people on fire and flew away. So
What a jerk.
Pyre's having a great day.
He didn't insult my superpowers.
He
Not
did
mine either.
You guys have cool
See,
superpowers.
now I'm taking it personal.
You should, because it was you and Dorman.
An arrow
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
You could have been AK-47 guy. You would have been way more successful.
Oh, wow.
I feel like Bowman's heard that exact thing from several villains, like at least once a week. So
And then he just
At
puts
this-
him in a bola arrow and he's fine.
yeah, at this point he's like, yeah, okay, you're just playing on easy mode, pal.
Let's get off my back, said Bowman.
Get on my level, then you can talk.
So, yeah. After the fight, it was revealed that the fourth member of the Factor 4 did seem to be present as Invisible Sylph, who stole a couple of things from the Eldritch display. She stole the Cloak of Flight, and she also stole a Bloodstone of Vaka. Vaka being the Devourer, the Oathbreaker, and the God Eater, who shed 5 drops of blood on Earth thousands of years ago when he came to kill a rogue god. And those drops of blood turned into some walnut-sized rubies that are said to channel horrible, dark, arcane magic. And for some reason, one of them was on display at this museum, one of them was being studied at the Freedom City University, and the other 3 are sort of lost to the wind as far as Sala knows. We rejoin our heroes as they are making their way to Freedom City University, all being carried in the speed wake by an exhausted Overdrive.
After they all left without saying goodbye to their dates.
Oh, whoops.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, on the way there, I did want to, if possible, try to call Sophie over the wind of this.
In my defense, I was exhausted. And still am. She's not going to buy that. I'm totally on the couch tonight.
She's gonna be so mad that you left with Centuria.
I'm just glad she didn't see that little moment by the fountain. That's all I got to say about that.
Did he pick her up? Did he carry her out of here?
Not,
Nick-
the speedwake is hands-free. There's no touching. It's all good.
Nick will help smooth things over.
I mean, Tracy did tell you to go do the superhero thing,
That's
so
true. See, I had permission. It's all good.
But yeah, Fletch is going to attempt to call Sophie. I don't know how long it'll take them to get there. Probably not very long. I imagine like a couple of seconds.
Yeah, Overdrive will get you there super, super fast, even exhausted.
Yeah. A mere speed rank 14 is 60 miles around. So, yeah.
Okay.
Boom, you're there.
Then once they're there,
Everybody
you didn't
throws
even
up.
dial yet. You didn't even dial yet.
yeah, I can't even comprehend taking out the bow phone.
I totally appreciate that you're totally Batmaning this up or Green Arrowing this up.
Hello, Bowphone.
Yeah, classic Green Arrow, which is basically Batman with a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Is it a bow phone or an arrow phone? Do you like take an arrow out of your quiver and you talk into it?
That's way better, so that's what it is. But he is going to try to reach her. First, just going to look around and see if there's any immediate danger here, and if not, then like 30-second phone call.
Awesome. You don't hear any explosions or screaming coming from inside the university. As you all do appear, however, carried by the speedwake and Jard standing, abruptly in front of Freedom City University, you do see that campus security has this building cordoned off in the center of campus. There's a lot of people sort of wandering around, establishing a police barricade, and looks like something did happen here this evening. But, Bowman, when you call Sophie, she'll pick up. Fletch, are you okay? What the hell?
Yeah, I'm good.
You just left me here at the museum?
Well, no, I went out there. I ran into, that Arrow guy on the Freedom League. I ran into him. I told him what was going on. Apparently, he already knew. He told me just to stay out of the building for now, so I'm out of the building.
Did you tell him to go get some real Freedom League members to come help?
That's your date.
Just hang up.
Bam. Yeah, that leaves a
Just
mark.
hang up the phone.
Well, he
Youch.
sounded like he could have handled it.
He did not do a good job. He shot
Are
2
you-
arrows at the fire guy and it didn't put out the fire. And then he got punched in the face as the fire guy
That
ran
is
away.
So hard.
Well, I'm sure he tried his best.
Yeah, I'm sure he tried his best. He should have called Daedalus.
Yeah, Daedalus isn't
Oh.
always available. He
Was
has a whole
Thunderbolt
bunch-
busy? He doesn't have a social life, right?
Thunderbolt has a social life,
Man.
I've been told.
So savage.
He just doesn't go on dates. Just sort of dates.
So brutal, but I just can't turn away.
Whatever. Are you gonna come take me home? Like,
No.
or should I call an Uber? You know what? I'm gonna call an Uber. Have fun doing whatever you're doing.
You do that. I'll pay you back. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, that's a loaded statement. That is a loaded statement.
She hangs up.
And we're back to Gemma being his love interest.
Arrow
Yeah,
guy
he's
got
just
sucker
good.
punched. A bunch of
real?
people got
Yeah,
set on
again.
fire.
He's gonna put the arrow phone away and then just go back to being Bowman and say, "Yeah, let's investigate that building." Just turn it right back on.
Resident's gonna approach one of the security officers and say, "So, what's happened here tonight?"
There was a
What's going
break-in. You with the Freedom League? I see Bowman and Centuria hanging out.
Yeah, we're newly minted members.
Yeah. Some of us got an action figure ready.
Who's
Oh
got
my
an
God,
action
I'm still
figure?
in my dress. I'm still in my dress with my
Never mind.
flesh.
Never mind. What info do you have? What can you tell us?
No, it's probably best if I show you what happened. And I'm gonna switch us to the Roll20 overlay again.
That's not a good sign.
Uh-oh. Yeah, seriously. Oh, no.
And
the kaboom? The earth-shattering kaboom.
they'll lead you into the central building. The security officer, his name's, I almost said his name is Andy. It's not Andy. Andy's name is Andy.
That's right.
Andy.
What?
His name is Dominic Toretto. Dominic Toretto.
Oh.
The security officer here.
So Dom will lead you all into into the security room, and he'll pull up a couple of feeds, and you see inside. Looks like they had this Bloodstone up in this laser grid, and they were firing the laser into the stone, and they were doing some examinations with CAT scans, MRIs, all sorts of fun stuff. As that examination is happening, a trio of individuals break down the wall. And your boy forgot to put the handout together while I was out for break.
Wow.
That's why
Is
they
it-
call it a break.
Is it not the same people?
It
is
is-
it not the Factor 4?
It is not the Factor 4. It is another group of individuals.
Their
Hold,
name is the
please.
bad guys? Question mark.
Their name is Bad Guys, question mark.
Hey, guys, question mark.
It's on their business card.
It is on their business card.
They say you are a bad guy, but you are not a bad guy?
So there are three individuals. There's one who appears to be a dragon made out of plants,
Oh no.
one who is a ninja with a sword, and one who appears to be a young woman made out of a couple of different elements. And the three of them break down the wall on the side of this university observation room. They easily overpower the meager security forces within. They grab the Bloodstone and they disappear. They leave the way they came in. They don't erupt into sulfur and smoke.
Do we recognize these bad guys?
Kevin does. I don't know that Overdrive.
You can give me an expertise magic check, or an expertise Freedom City check, or an expertise Streetwise check.
Ah,
Or an expertise journalism check?
Yeah, journalism check would be fine.
Not when it's a 4, it won't.
I'm assuming Netherwar is in there.
Audio comics.
Netherwar would work.
Son of a gun.
29.
And I only got a 4 because I have a +3, so.
Resident got a 33.
Oh, dang, Resident.
Overdrive was not paying attention.
Yeah, clearly.
Per the usual.
He spent
Well,
too
my-
much time on the West Coast.
My photographer just doesn't shut up. I mean, that guy's yo this and yo that. Like, holy crap. How's a guy supposed to think?
Freaking Cody. Cody was set on fire by Pyre.
No!
Yes.
Oh,
He wasn't
Oh,
hurt,
God.
but he was singed a little.
okay.
Oh God, no! That means Resident healed him and he hit on her.
Yeah?
Yes.
Hey, gem lady.
Yo, baby, sparkling. Know what I'm saying? Okay, I gotta stop. I'm not Cody. I'm Dave.
He's the worst Jimmy Olsen to ever Jimmy and Olsen. So Resonant with a 33, Bowman with a 23, Centuria with a 29. Mortis, did you want to roll an expertise magic check as well?
At this point, I'll just let everyone else tell me because I can't beat a 33, so I.
Awesome. Well, you are all aware that these individuals are the homunculi. They are servants of somebody known as Dr. Azoth. One of Dr. Azoth's greatest achievements is his mastery of the alchemical art of crafting homunculi, which are artificial life forms with various superhuman capabilities. These three are Mandrake, which is Dr. Azoth's first and simplest servant, crafted from arcane roots and special formula. He's basically a big, powerful wooden dragon man monster. He is basically intelligent enough to understand and obey Dr. Azoth. Petra is his second creation, who is a humanoid statue imbued with alchemical power and a semblance of life. In her normal form, Petra looks like a rough sandstone statue of a woman, but she can transform the substance of her body into other elements, becoming as hard as diamond or steel, a gaseous mist, burning phosphorus, and various others. She can also alter her shape to a limited degree. And then Takwin is the third one. That's his crowning achievement. A figure of artificial flesh and blood who is not only indistinguishable from a true human being, he's capable of assuming different human appearances, remolding his alchemical flesh at will. So, Takwin is a synth, Petra is an environmental morph, and Mandrake is a giant monster plant. Dr. Azoth, since all of you know Dr. Azoth, is an immortal alchemist who has spent centuries trying to acquire alchemical secrets and other wondrous magical things. His ultimate goal is the alchemical transmutation of his own spirit to attain godhood, apotheosis. With true immortality and limitless power, he will remake the world into a paradise with himself as God in this new Eden. So, master of the mystic sciences. He has created the elixir of life, which has sustained him for centuries, and the production of his homunculi are sort of his big. That's sort of his greatest hits album.
So Resident's going to kind of turn to the rest of the group after that whole exchange. We've got a power play going on here.
Yeah.
Dr. Azoth and White Knight are both after the gems.
And neither one of them sounds like they'd be willing to work with the other.
Yeah, I guess that's the one thing we got going for us.
You all, you are all
We're 0 and
both.
2 right now.
You are all aware that Dr. Azoth is he's an Islamic alchemist from Alexandria. So
Yeah.
he is
Yeah.
not somebody that Nightfire would associate with.
Yep.
Hey, maybe we get lucky and beat the crap out of each other and we can grab both the Bloodstones. What are the odds of that?
You said the one character was indistinguishable from humans, right?
Correct.
Just on the off chance, I would like to do a perception check on our security guard that brought us here, an emotion sense check.
Sure. You sure you want to fight with Dominic Toretto?
You
I
really
mean-
don't.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm not fighting with him. I'm just trying to determine if he's actually Dominic Toretto.
We're not, PL-17, so no, we can't.
Omega was one thing, okay?
Yeah, let's not get out of control here. Let's not go too far.
Dom has the family.
So
I mean, a
that
guy
is-
can steer a car in the air. I mean, obviously he's got powers beyond our imagination.
Yeah. So that is a 28 on my perception check, and I have emotion sense, both accurate and acute.
He seems to be who he thinks he is,
Okay.
or who you think he is.
Okay. It's not this. It's the emotions of a security guard who's had his.
Who's had a rough night.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, if there's two different groups, and they're both taking the gems back to wherever their respective hideout is, we've got to track them down.
Since you do magic with gems, is there any chance you can get like a, I don't know, vibe for these things?
I don't really know that I want to, based on Mortis's explanation of it. That's
I want you to.
Who said that?
The hero
Who
point
was
said
that?
that.
Who was that?
quiet, demonic Jiminy Cricket, quiet.
Came from behind that wall over there.
It came from inside the headset.
Like maybe you wouldn't even have to tune in real hard to it. Like if it's dirty gem magic, like maybe just like it'll really stand out. You won't have to like, it's like don't look directly at the sun, but you kind of where it's at. Does that make any sense?
Well, Overdrive. I work with natural gems.
Yeah.
This is unnatural. This is
Right.
I don't know what would happen, and I'm not willing to take the risk at the moment. There's got to be another way that we can track it down. There's enough of us here. If we pool our resources, we can figure it out.
You're no
Only
fun.
yet the entire resources of the Freedom League to find out.
Well, we
Yeah, I
have
know
the
I'm no
security
fun.
footage. We can see if we can get a trace on their trail. We might not be able to do so magically, but
Wait a minute. Those things that just broke in here were magical constructs. Any chance you could trace that?
If
I'm
we
going to break out my cell phone, Alex.
Like we used to play D&D. There was a locate object spell. Like could you do something like that? Find one of the critters that ran off with the gem.
Mortis, what are you gonna do with your cell phone?
I'm gonna call
Wizards of
local-
Coast.
the local LGBT youth center that I work at and see if there's been any escalations in hate crimes lately and what particular neighborhoods they might be occurring in. Because I'm sure if Nightfire is out and about, he's drawn more slime like him to himself, and so yeah.
Well, as a matter of fact, there has been an uptick in vandalism and the burning of crosses on businesses and things like that in the South Side district of Freedom City. There have even been talks of armed right-wing militias intimidating people in the streets. Bowman has had a couple of wonderful side episodes on his own, tackling some of these militia groups.
yeah, put some arrows in some normal guys.
Editor group, or editor note, please see Bowman issue number 23.
23, 25, 27.
Only 23. Well, I guess I rebooted recently, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're only on episode 50. We're only on issue 15 of the Netherwar crossover event. So, like, 14. We're on episode 14. I'm wrong about that even.
This is a long event. We interrupted so many books.
Yep. Welcome to summer. I mean, yeah. So I'm gonna. Seems like the South Side's been having a lot of problems lately.
What kind of problems?
Uptake in hate crimes and armed militia and other jackassery.
So more of that one's style than Azoth's.
I would guess. Yeah. I mean, but that was the one I figured I needed the best chance of tracking down.
Okay. Overdrive. Yeah, I can. Let's go down to where they broke in. That might be the best place for me to try to get a bead on the homunculi.
Okay, sure. Speed wake.
No.
Too late. I grabbed everybody.
Whoa.
The problem is you don't even know where it's at specifically.
Okay, I guess I'll slow down. Where was that at?
We'll take Dom with us.
Dom. I don't know if my speedway can handle.
Hey, I'm joining the Freedom League.
Oh, okay. Well, there you have it then.
While everybody was talking, Centuria walked up to the security guard and just like opened her clutch and just showed him Davey, and was like, "Here's the action figure you asked about."
I mean, I didn't really ask about it. It was sort of unsolicited from Overdrive, but
Well, it really exists. He's not lying to you.
yeah, I mean that's cool to see. I guess. Does it do anything? Does he have any like kung fu grip, or
Yeah, he talks.
what does he say?
All kinds of things.
Like what?
What do you say?
Whatever I want.
Yeah. What a silly question.
I don't think he understands.
Clearly. And then she'll take Davey and walk away.
Push the button on my back. I want to talk to him.
She'll push the button.
Have a great day, citizen.
Yes.
That's what they think Overdrive sounds like.
Are you forgetting the pizza shop, Bowman? Are you forgetting?
Do you think he bought it?
Do I think he bought it, Alex?
The security guard's like, yeah, that's cool. Does he just call everybody a citizen?
Very much.
Pretty
Or
much
colleague.
everyone are citizens, aren't they?
Yeah, but like, I'm a citizen, you're a citizen. Maybe there's a different thing that you can call people other than just like owned by this government.
She'll press the button again.
Have a great day, citizen.
And then she'll
I'm
just
suing the toy company. This is terrible.
she'll put it back in the clutch.
Colleague.
Yes, colleague.
He has one more phrase.
Uh-oh. I'm almost afraid.
What is it?
I don't know. You have to push the button again.
Okay, she pushes the button one more time.
Rude.
I get a quarter.
Ah.
I feel attacked. I don't know.
So where are we going with Dom? I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
He's showing us to where the homunculi broke in.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I got distracted. I'm sorry.
yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, so we head on down to the lab where they were examining the Bloodstone of Vaka inside this laser grid with the laser that was sort of beaming energy into the stone. Yeah, and you find this whole area has sort of been shattered and smashed by Mandrake. And go ahead and give me investigation checks, whoever is investigating.
All right, I will. Have we? I
Can
would
I
try
get-
to help Bowman just because that would probably be more effective.
Sure.
I barely succeed in helping. Of course, he got the same check.
Yeah, I did not roll
But
very...
now it's a +2. Now it's 12.
No, it's a 12.
Teamwork. That's what colleagues are for.
Thanks, colleague.
Question, Alex.
Mhm.
Is he known to be a local villain, or is he more of an international villain?
Dr. Azoth is definitely an international villain. He's not known to frequent Freedom City when he can avoid it.
Can I make a expertise occult check to figure out like what regions he normally does hang out in?
Yeah, for sure.
Can I make an expertise magic to kind of detect the alchemical magics that were used to create the homunculi?
Sure.
Okay.
I got a 14 on my check.
I got a 21 on my check.
So Mortis with a 14 on your expertise occult check. You know that Dr. Azoth typically stays in the Middle East or on the West Coast. He is known to head out into California and Washington State for a couple of things. There's a couple of heists he's been associated with recently, including ruining a concert for a number of concert goers, trying to turn them into living homunculi through the use of drugs and other things that were dispersed at the concert.
Shameless plug for Road Trip to Ruin.
To quote my colleague, rude?
Yeah, super
Yeah.
Yes.
rude.
Did I encounter him or his homunculi when I was in Emerald City at all?
I think Overdrive would have, since you were on the West Coast.
Yeah.
But typically he hangs out in the ancient places of the world. He prefers the Middle East, into the Mediterranean. He's more familiar with the legends and the mythology of those areas.
Okay. Yeah.
What did Centuria get on her investigation? 17?
17.
So Centuria, you're sort of looking around, and you can see you and Davey both as you're sort of looking around. Davey's like, "Put me down, I want to sniff."
Okay.
And
Sounds good to me.
he says, "I've got a scent for that mandrake thing. I think I can lead you to them."
Okay. She'll take. This is gonna be so stupid. She'll rip off a piece of her dress and like tie it to him, and then like dangle him above the floor so that he could sniff like a dog.
Yeah, so you're sort of holding Davey on a leash, and you swear the wind moves certain directions as you hear that noise coming from his body.
I also want to lead over to Mortis and go, every time I think I got a handle on just how weird she gets, like then something else happens. And I can't even. I don't even know.
And Davey is leading you out through the hole that they broke in the wall.
I'll go. We'll keep going.
Gemma, with your
that
21, the path that you're sort of tracing with the alchemical reagents that have been used is leading in the same direction that Centuria is heading.
Well, she's not wrong, guys.
All right then. Enough
Trust
said.
the doll.
But this is.
Trust the doll.
But it's. I would have thought they would have left already. Why stick around?
Unless they're trying to find Nightfire and his henchmen so they can get the two of them. I think he would have bolted to go back to his strongholds, one of his many strongholds, as opposed to laying low in Freedom City.
All right. Well,
If these guys have a trail we can follow right now, then we can pursue that. If it doesn't pan out, then we can head to the Southside District and see if we can catch any leads on Nightfire there.
okay. Everyone be on your guard. And we'll follow the bouncing Davey.
It's weird that this is working.
I know, but it's like Resident will kind of hang back. It's like it's weird that it's working, but yeah, this is the same path I'm getting. So
Okay. If they diverge, Gemma, I'll follow you.
okay.
That is inconsiderate, Bowman. We've been a team for much longer.
That's why he's saying it quietly.
I believe the term you're looking for is rude.
No, she doesn't want to pay you a quarter.
I'm running out of quarters, Kevin.
I take credit cards. It's all good.
Perfect.
All right.
We have a stripe reader. So everybody follows the bloodhound nose of Davey. And every now and then Centuria, he does like stop and hang in the air for a moment, and the wind sort of rotates him around, and he settles on a direction and goes that way until you come to this, basically the edge of campus, where you see that Davey, instead of rotating back and forth, the wind sort of carries him straight up and down, and he tries to land on the ground.
Is this the place?
No, they split up.
Oh. She'll turn around and say, they split up.
Am I getting that sense too?
You are.
Okay.
It looks like Mandrake headed straight west from campus. Takwin headed due north from campus, and Petra headed due south from campus.
You think this was to throw us off?
They wouldn't have known we were coming. They're probably going after something else.
Well, would they have known? I mean, if Azoth is a magical guy, I mean, I don't know. Can you see the future at all, or?
I was gonna. I'll defer to Mortis on that. Or no? Did we know if he had foresight?
It's not something he's known for, but it wouldn't be out of his abilities. He could scry. You were pretty sure he could scry maybe current locations, if not necessarily see the future in the past.
So it's possible, but maybe it's simpler than that. Maybe once they had the stone, they were able to identify the locations of the other ones, and so he split the henchmen up to go acquire the other stones. If our best bet of getting the ones in Freedom City is, well, maybe going south, since there was the problems in the South Side district, if that's where.
That would make sense. From the footage, did we see who was actually carrying the stone itself? If any one person was?
Give me a perception check, Bowman.
The other thing that he could have split them up, because the reason I get the suspicion, the reason he doesn't like to come to Freedom City is because of Daedalus and Dr. Metropolis. If I had to have one of my henchmen sneak back with a powerful magical artifact out of Freedom City, I wouldn't have them all hang out together. I'd have them go in 3 separate directions so that it's a wild guess of which one's holding my prize.
So, Bowman, with a 17, you're reasonably sure that Takwin was the one who had the stone when they left.
But he headed north.
Yes.
Okay, so the person we last saw have it headed north, but there's a possibility. I mean, if one of them went south, they could just be going to combat Nightfire and the Factor 4. And the other one might be going to secure the stone that they have.
I mean, without any more knowledge, we're really not going to be able to tell. We can go south, see if we can track them down that way, or we can go after the one that has the gem. I'm not sure I want to leave Freedom City, though, with knowing that the Factor 4 got one of the gems. And, Morty said there's been an uptick in problems on the south side, so...
So we could go down there and hit several birds with one arrow if we manage to take out Nightfire as well.
What do you guys think? I'm kind of in the line of Bowman at the moment.
Yeah, that sounds like justice, Freedom City style.
Yeah, I think south is the best option for now.
Okay.
All right.
But we should probably keep following that trail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Davey. South it is.
Oh boy, here we go.
Stop, he's not Mickey Mouse.
Hi, Centurion.
All right, so everybody's following Davey's nose.
Oh, it's
It
so
always
long.
knows.
Follow the action figures nose.
I can't wait for Toy Boy to show up.
Y'all are so
Oh,
mad
no.
that this is working.
Um,
And
Maybe he's just
can I get a perception check from Centuria
Yeah.
with a +2 circumstance bonus?
Perception. 23, so 25.
Yeah, 25. Davey is dead on the scent of Petra, who went this direction. He's he's leading you, Centuria, very accurately along down past the river and into the south side district of Freedom City. He kind of stops in an intersection as you enter south side, and he says, Bowman's been here recently.
She'll turn to Bowman. You frequent this place?
I frequent a lot of places.
Davey
I
can
have-
smell you.
That's I mean, I am impressed by his incredible senses. Not a big fan of the phrasing, but
What do you mean the phrasing? I'm just telling you what is.
Ask him what's 8 blocks that way.
What's 8 blocks that way?
buildings, I imagine.
The community center that you visited with Sophie earlier today is that way.
Yep. Wait, this is no. What am I doing?
What?
Just something I was working on with Sophie.
Oh, you were here today?
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Nice job, Davey.
Tell him it's not 24-hour protection.
Wait, what?
It's musky. Don't like it.
I think we should just carry on, Davey.
And he says, up ahead, there's going to be a fight.
Are you ready for a fight? He smells fear.
What?
what?
Oh no, is this the moment? Is he turning on us now?
She'll, do I have like a clear, like this is obviously the direction we're going?
Yeah.
Okay, she'll pick him up and put him back in the clutch. Thank you, Davey.
You're
Very
welcome.
helpful.
Tell the other ones to say thank you.
On Davey again. What?
Make the other people say thank you.
Do you guys have anything you want to say to Davey?
Good job.
Yeah, thanks, little bro.
She'll
Yeah, not bad.
She'll look at Mortis.
Mortis
Anything?
seems distracted.
I think we'll let Mortis have a pass this time, baby. Scoff.
Scoffs.
Manners are free.
All right, when she brings out the sledgehammer and puts a little block between your ankles, I am running because
Oof.
I don't even know what's coming next, but it's I'm getting that Stephen King vibe out of this whole mess.
Well, let's go try to find what Davey just smelled out for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, and I'll start walking in the direction.
Awesome. So you all start walking in that direction. You do find yourselves on the same block as the community center. Calvin, do you want to describe what the community center looks like as you're approaching?
Sure. I mean, it's still under construction right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine at this point it's still fairly bare bones. Probably like I don't know how construction sites work. So probably not something where they would allow very much free access to it. There might still be some very unsafe parts, but they've got like the outline of the structure of it at this point. Definitely, like you can see the shape of it coming together. And there's probably a sign or something indicating like what's being built here, the construction company behind it, things like that. All the as much as the legal permit stuff as just like fanciful signs and things like the future of Southside and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a big DaCosta construction sign, and it does say Operation Custodian underneath the community center coming soon on the sign. And as you all sort of approach this partially constructed building, you see a couple of Jeeps driving up the street this way. A couple of folks come and they park up on the sidewalk, and a group of militia guys sort of get out, dressed in.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, military style jeeps or just like jeeps.
Looks like they want it to look like a military style Jeep. It looks like it's got camo painted on it. There is a
Like the Walmart brand camo.
yeah, there is like a Knight Templar symbol painted on the hood.
Wow.
A white triangle that's got a red cross in the middle of it.
Boy, subtlety. Thy name is not.
Yeah, and a couple of these guys unroll. It looks like they are wearing almost like burlap sacks on their heads, with the holes cut for the eyes, dressed in paramilitary gear with assault weapons, and they do all have looks like improvised explosives.
Scarecrow's militia. This is not good.
Yeah, and you see them as they unload outside the community center and start heading that way. You also see streaking through the sky is Pyre, heading south of this area.
Overdrive, do you want to stop these guys from blowing up the community center?
And then some.
Yeah, quickly.
Does it look like the devices they're carrying are armed yet, or they're still hauling them?
Give me an expertise ordnance check.
Oh, you're funny. You're hilarious.
I do have an EMP arrow. I can shoot that out real quick, and then you can go disarm them.
Well, I mean, if they're fine, I'm impetuous. I'm assuming they're carrying them. They're not already armed, so I'm gonna zip in there.
Okay.
And unleash.
That's a brave thing to assume.
I know, right? I'm gonna unleash my burst area effect. I assume they're in a 30-foot radius. All of them.
Yeah. I mean, Overdrive can get to them by the time that they're in that sort of formation.
Right, so you get a dodge for half. Did I hit the right button?
You use move object.
Oh, that's not what I want. Where is my first area? Oh, it's this thing. My bad. Anyway, so it is dodge area, or yeah, you get the point. It's dodge. I need to look at my other sheet because this is giving me a headache. I hates it. Okay, so it is a DC 14 for half.
All right, I'll roll for the two groups individually.
Are you kidding me?
So one of them will succeed, one of them will fail.
Okay, so the one that succeeded needs a toughness save against 19. The one who failed needs a toughness save against DC 22. 19 and 22.
First group fails. The second group fails. They both fail. How do you quickly disarm these guys?
Okay, so there is a red and silver blur in amongst the hooligans, and there is thump 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 thump, and next thing you know, they're all the way on the ground with the devices they were carrying piled up. They got out of a truck, right? Or jeep, a jeep.
Yep, two jeeps.
Just to keep things safe, I put all the boom booms back in the jeep, and then I will speed dial the bomb squad to come get this stuff.
Bowman, you are watching as you realize why they don't have the flash show up in Arrow very often.
Yeah. I'm well aware.
All right, and we saw Pyre go off to the south.
Yes. Looks like he is flying towards a high-rise building in Southside.
We should follow the giant flare.
I want to secure those guys first. You should all get moving.
Is there any way that I can catch Pyre before he gets to where he's going?
You can certainly try. Since you are a super flying paragon-like character.
Try how.
What you will do is you will roll a d20 plus your flight rank.
Flight
Which?
rank, I think, is 11. Flight 11, right?
Oh, no. You're probably.
Oh no.
Are you saying no to me or oh no?
I'm saying oh no. Yeah, it's a d20 plus
Okay.
11.
Okay. 20.
'em.
18 plus 11. 20.
18 plus 11. Oh, my lord.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
Faster than a speeding man of fire.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
That one.
That one though. Yeah.
As Centurion's rounding up Flame Guy for us, as
glorious.
we're making our way towards that direction, Resident, there's something you should probably be aware. I've run into this asshole before.
Is back when you were
In Freiburg.
I take it those meetings didn't end well for either one of you.
Last time I saw him, he was a little less demonically inclined, which might be one of the reasons he is now demonically inclined.
Oh, that kind of history. Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. I'll keep an eye on you.
I'm so mad.
What?
What was that, GM?
I heard a so mad.
There's nothing. All right, Centuria, you go ahead and hit him.
Okay, are there parking meters around?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, she's gonna play T-ball.
Okay, I want to tear one out of the ground and fly up and like swing it at him like a bat, but like aim him at the ground.
Here's up, and here's the spike.
So, do you want to spend a hero point to try to nullify his flight power by power stunting your strength?
Sure.
That sounds awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. So, go ahead and make an unarmed attack check to hit him first.
28 crit.
Oh God.
Ooh.
Yeah, how about that, GM? How
No.
about that?
Now we're going to roll an opposed check. That's going to be your strength plus 5 for the crit versus his
Apparently-
flight.
23 plus 5 is 28.
So apparently earlier when Roll20 was set to hard mode for the players, it has now been flipped to hard mode for the GM.
I don't know.
Sorta even with me.
But ties go to the attacker. So
I'm the attacker.
you nullify his flight.
That's Centuria's catchphrase.
I'm the attacker.
So what happens as you redirect him down to the group?
So she sort of just catches sight of him, and as soon as she sees him, without even saying anything to anybody else, she runs over, rips a parking meter out of the ground, flies straight up, and then just hammers him into the ground with the parking meter, and then flies back down and stands beside him.
Yeah.
I got him, guys.
I hear the crunch of pyre hitting the asphalt, the crunch of Centuria hitting the asphalt, just to look over and go, oh, okay.
He hits the ground and he sort of looks up, landing at the feet of Overdrive and Bowman.
Yeah. How about that, mouth?
See, that's what real superpowers look like, guys.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of your teeth falling out of your mouth right now.
Oh, just ignore that sound.
It's okay, he's got dental.
Um,
Henchman Union.
I'm not gonna make you guys fight him since he landed in the middle of all of you and you can just office space him.
Yeah.
Those other dudes, are they? Do you have to worry about them at all?
No, they're you're easily able to incapacitate to keep them tied up and keep them where they need to go, Bowman.
was gonna say, with quickness too, I could probably zip tie the whole lot of them.
They probably you zip tie them with their own zip ties.
Yeah.
I'm the
How's that
attacker,
for
is what the
economy?
Centuria action figure says.
Yep.
It comes with a parking meter.
I love it.
All right. So that we've got Pyre on the ground here. Where's Nightfire?
How do you know about Nightfire?
Answer the question.
I mean, I don't know where Nightfire is.
I'm gonna lean down and get in his face.
It's a little hot.
Mortis doesn't
Yeah.
seem to care.
It's true.
Wow.
Mortis, go ahead and give me an intimidation or a deception check, whichever you prefer.
I can send you straight to hell, literally. Where is he? And intimidate.
I'm already on fire. I bet I could help you.
Ice cold.
Have you ever been married?
I'm telling Tracy.
Who?
I mean,
What
citizen.
citizen is that? Yes. Sons of
I got a
guns.
25 on that check, and and when I do that, actually, when he says how bad can it be, I turn on my effect, my special effects power, the creepy atmosphere one.
Oh no, that's
Oh
scary.
yes.
Oh yes.
He says, "All right. Don't do anything crazy now, Ghost Guy. All right, just." I complimented your powers back at the museum. Remember that? Let's just be cool, okay? Like, it's not like you're bow guy or like fast guy or whatever.
You're the one on the ground.
Yeah. Looking like a fool with your face on the ground.
Yeah, if you didn't have Centuria here, I would have stayed up in the sky and just melted both of you.
Yawn.
Obviously, you didn't.
I will literally pound you further into the ground.
No, just be cool, be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Where is he?
He's probably long gone by now. Sylph got the stone back for him, and we were supposed to meet up at this penthouse a couple miles south of the museum. When we all got the stone back, we were supposed to split up and go look for the other ones where they are.
With that, I am going to assume my ghostly form and reach into like where his heart would be. I'm pretty sure you know where we can find him. Where is this cockroach living?
All right. I'll show you to the penthouse, okay? Just be cool. Be cool. He
Mortis.
kind of looks at all of you. He's like, "Are we cool? Are you gonna get this guy?"
Mortis.
Answer our questions.
Slowly pull my arm out.
No tricks, Pyre.
I didn't know they had supervillains in the Freedom League.
They don't. Show us the directions.
All right. Just follow me, and he'll go to fly away, and then he realizes that's probably not gonna fly. So he'll start walking you guys the rest of the way to the building he was flying to when Centuria caught him.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
It's an awkward elevator ride.
With the elevator music in the back.
Girlfriend, we've
Yeah, we're on the same wavelength there.
been Benina.
And all of you do take this awkward elevator ride up to the penthouse in this building. It's sort of the tallest building in Southside. Fletcher, you actually have been in this building before. It is a local DaCosta construction branch. It's not the main HQ, but it's sort of like the headquarters of the DaCosta operations for Operation Custodian.
Okay. Yeah, I assume I've been here for meetings and stuff.
Yep. And he takes you up to the penthouse of this building. The elevator door opens up, and he will lead you to an office down at the end of this top floor. He opens it up, and you find yourselves in sort of a paranoid lunatic's conspiracy theory room. There are a number of pictures on the wall of various things connected by yarn. You see images. You see the image of the Bloodstone of Vaca up on the wall. You see a couple of different things written in Latin, seemingly written in either red ink or blood. It's a little hard to tell.
Yeah.
And you find, in the center of this big mural, you find 5 pictures of the Bloodstones, all connected by yarn. And those 5 stones are pushed into the middle, and you see a golden 7 written in the middle of them. That has deep purple intonations in the middle.
Oh no.
There are several manila folders on tables nearby, but it looks like somebody left here in a hurry. You can smell sulfur and brimstone.
Is there a scent we can follow, or resonance to any of this making any sense to you?
I'm worried about that. I think if Nightfire's trying to get these bloodstones, he might be trying to do something with 7. She kind of points to the.
That's what I was worried about.
Mm-hmm. If it's more, and yeah, I don't know if he's trying to suppress the 7 side and bring out the Una side. I don't know, but
Well, it can't be good.
no, it can't be. Let's go. Let me take some time. Go through this stuff on the board. I'm assuming because I have comprehend all languages, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Does that let me read it?
Yeah, as you're reading through the Latin, a lot of it is Bible quotes that have been taken out of context and used in a way that doesn't seem appropriate to the original intentions of the authors of the book.
Mm-hmm.
You do find a couple of raving manifestos about white genocide, the war for the culture, the ongoing crisis of degeneracy throughout Freedom City. And you find a contract between the Factor 4 and Nightfire.
Well, there's our smoking gun.
Mm-hmm.
In this contract, it says that if the Factor 4 are able to acquire all 5 of the Bloodstones for Nightfire, he will give them ultimate control over their abilities and re-give them a human form.
Well, we know what Nightfire has on the Factor 4.
Is there anyone else that's working for him?
Not that I've been able to find. Just I can only read so much of this. This is disgusting. I mean, I need some mouthwash, just anything to wash the taste out of all of this hate out of me.
Why is it here? Why this building?
Maybe it's connected to a ley line.
Surely someone in this building would have noticed this whole conspiracy board. They would have noticed.
This was a private penthouse, right, Alex?
It was on a private penthouse floor. It's an office at the very far end of the penthouse floor.
Gotcha.
Yeah, only the people in charge of this building would be able to come up here.
And the person that owns the penthouse or is renting it or whatever.
I'm assuming there's a cleaning service.
If there is, they have not come in here in quite some time.
Okay. Well, there goes that theory. Possible witness. I guess not.
Well, I mean, I can look into Bowman's, why this penthouse. Can I do an expertise magic to check to see if there's any kind of ley lines that cross this section of Freedom City?
Sure.
Do I know the names of the people who would have been aware of, I guess the person who owns the building would have been, I think it's Frank is his name, but anyone else in particular, or?
You can be a streetwise check.
Okay.
Resident got a 30 on her expertise magic check.
Awesome. There does not appear to be any magical reason that somebody would be using this building for this purpose.
Okay.
This has a really good view of the city.
I'm gonna use a hero point because it's 950 and I want to actually succeed at a roll tonight.
Success is overrated.
This is true. Oh well, 20, yes, because I rolled a 5.
Hey. With the 20, Bowman, you're sort of going through your Rolodex of folks who you've worked with DaCosta. You know that Frank DaCosta would own this building, but he owns buildings all over the city. You don't think he's ever, you don't think he comes here regularly. This building is actually managed by... Sorry, let me look through my notes here.
Jerky McJerkface.
It's not,
Should have known.
not quite Jerky McJerkface, but
His brother.
it is owned by a man named Emmett Snyder.
Snyder.
Who is a sort of middle management kind of guy at DaCosta. You got a 20 on your check, so you know he has a reputation for being associated with the alt-right and with a number of different super PACs and stuff in the city that secure contract rights and squash unions.
Hmm. Okay. I doubt he's going to be here this late, so I'll have to follow up that investigation some other time.
Do you share that with us?
Not if Pyre is here.
Hmm.
I figured we brought him, so
Hey, what's up,
Yeah.
Arrow Guy?
don't.
You got that look on your face. You're gonna do that thing, aren't you? Go ahead, squint. Do it, Bow Guy. Go ahead. How do you get your mask to do that?
He is just like very tempted to grab any sort of arrow he has and just stick it at this guy, but he's like, dealt with this before.
Yeah, go ahead,
He's gonna
scowl.
turn back to his investigation.
Yeah. Look out the window and say how this city has failed you. Go ahead, do it.
Does the board have locations on it with all of the writings and all of the different like things? Does it look like he's narrowed down where some of these other locations might be?
As a matter of fact, he has. You're sort of scrolling through, looking through, and you find that there is one item out of place as you're looking through. It looks like he does have a journal that is bound in Adrian Eldridge's typical binding for his journals. And within, there is a description of the 5 Bloodstones. You see, it goes into detail a little bit. He talks about on his first adventure with Seven, he and Seven took the 5 Bloodstones from a doomsday cult that were using them to power up human sacrifices. He says that he only kept 2 of them, and the rest of them he made Seven come with him to return to the individuals that the cult stole them from. One of those stones was returned to Dakana in Africa. It was in part of the royal treasury. Another one went to an old ruin in Antarctica, a valley Eldridge calls Nula Tempus. And the last one was returned to the Terra King in Subterra. He was not grateful, is what it says about Terra King's reception of the Bloodstone.
She looks through that and she looks back up at the board. I wonder if the combined magical force of Seven and Una is leading Nightfire to the stones for her own nefarious purpose. I mean, Seven knew where the other ones were. And so if Una can tap into Seven's memories and use them against her, it's possible that Nightfire is as much a pawn in this as he's a, you know, megalomaniacal maniac. But we don't have any of the stones, but we've got locations where the other ones could be. We can go there and try to stop them from getting them, or hopefully stop them in the process of getting them.
Is there anything here that indicates where he might be headed next? Or are we just going to fire luck?
Resident's going to kind of turn and look at Pyre. Well?
What are your powers? You just, like, good at telling people what to do? Is that your thing?
Nothing wrong with that.
Does it matter? Do you want to be pounded into the ground again?
No,
Yeah.
look, alright, settle down, strong lady, okay? I'm trying to figure out who's, like, in charge and, like, what can everybody do, and just, like...
That's none of your concern.
Let's just keep you in the dark about the rest of the party's abilities, eh?
Alright, but, like, on a scale of arrow guy to strong girl, are you somewhere in the middle? You, like, lower tier, A tier? Like, if you had to give yourself a letter grade.
She'll hit him. Not with, like, full strength, but, like,
It's like
she'll hit him a little bit.
Centuria.
He's being rude to my friend.
I understand, but...
Question, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
With an expertise magic check, what would happen if we destroyed that contract? Basically, do I think that they got a boost from having the contract besides possibly just the teleportation shtick, or
That is a good question. Go ahead and roll an expertise magic check for me.
20?
Surprisingly, the contract does not appear to be magical in nature. It looks like it's strictly an agreement between the two of them.
Okay.
It was good thinking, though. Pyre says, okay, alright. So, the next step after we got the stone, we were supposed to go to the university, which is where I went when I saw you all in there investigating. I figured the stone's gone from there. So, after I got back from the university, we were supposed to split up and head to these 3 different places.
Looks like they left you behind.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was rude.
Quarter.
Granite's supposed to head down to Subterra. Professor Fathom is supposed to go to Dakana, and Sylph's heading out to that Antarctic waste. I was supposed to go with Granite.
And where's Nightfire supposed to go?
He told us that he would bring us to him once we had the stones.
Do we know that to be among his newfound demonic abilities? This sort of...
He did teleport the defeated members of the Factor 4 out of the museum, so it's probably within his realm of capabilities now.
Yeah, you ever listen to that guy talk? It's not a straightforward conversation kind of thing, is all I'm saying. I know if he finds out that you're messing with his plans, he's going to kill all of y'all.
I mean, how's he going to feel about you sharing all this information with us?
You know, I'm a little surprised he hasn't teleported me away yet.
He's tried it before and failed.
Maybe he's giving up on you.
Alex?
Mm-hmm.
Can I attempt something here?
You are always free to attempt whatever you would like.
So we know that Nightfire has some sort of connection to Factor 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I nullify that? Or attempt to nullify that?
You could try to nullify it on Pyre since he's present.
That's what I mean, yes.
Man.
So that is like, any day now, boss. Doesn't happen.
Well, we could also use it to hijack it and jump to Nightfire.
Do we want to? Yeah, I suppose we could. Although that seems... Ugh. All right, so Resonant will she'll have that idea and she'll kind of powwow the group together and basically leave it up to the group. I can try to break his connection to Nightfire, or we can try to use it. We know where the rest of the Factor 4 are going.
Shit. Don't you still have the alternating atlas?
I do. That'll get
Can't-
us.
Can't that just take us to fucking Nightfire?
I don't think so.
If you knew where he was, it could.
Yes. It can take us to any of the 3 locations we need to get to. It can take us to the temple in Antarctica. It can take us to Dakonda. It can take us to the Terra King's kingdom. Since we know where we need to go. Subterra, yes.
So we're going to need to deal with them at some point. It's just a matter of, do we deal with them now, or do we leave them in play until we get the other stones?
Leaving him in play could slow down our other competitor.
That's a good point.
But what if he beats us to the other stone?
Well, he's not going to have an easy time in Dakonda. I don't think
he's gonna have an easy time anywhere.
Seems like the least resistance will be in Antarctica.
Well, then we should head there first. After we deal with Pyre.
So check out that connection. If you can follow it back, then sure, we can discuss teleporting there. But if not, if you separate, then we can at least secure him for later interrogation.
Yeah, I think Resonance of the Mind to sever it and get the rest of the Freedom League involved in containing Pyre so he can't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, all right. So let me do that. I will attempt to nullify the connection that Nightfire has with Pyre.
Roll an insight check.
All right.
And how vocal are you about that being your intention as you approach Pyre?
That is, all of this is very subtle within the group, and I have a 34.
Hush tones and all.
Mm-hmm.
Please roll a stealth check.
Stealth check?
Yeah, just to see if Pyre overheard any part of what you all were discussing.
It's a 21. I can't really do much better.
You do not whisper as a millennial.
As a millennial.
Yes.
What does that mean?
No stage whisper.
Yeah, we don't know how to whisper because we could text.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe that's just me because I have a loud, booming voice. That's probably an Alex-specific problem.
It's an Alex-specific problem.
I can whisper.
So he doesn't seem to know that that's what your intention is. So with your 34, he sees you approach and he seems sort of dismissive of you still, because he doesn't know what your powers are.
Right. And so at that point,
Everybody goes in a box.
Everybody goes in a box. So on that point, Resonant will pull on her diamond, because that's where that power lies. Her eyes will become pearlescent, her hair will become silver white, and he'll see that effect.
I should make a Pyre video ranking all the heroes in the Freedom League for
That's
YouTube.
rude.
And then she will attempt to break the connection with her magical resonance.
Oh boy.
That is a 19, but I have hero points, so I'll go ahead and spend it. Because we're at the end of the night.
And you still have 3.
Yeah, I still have 3. One
Alpha
more.
and I over here with 0.
One more.
I really wanted my foam arrow to work.
Yeah, but you used it to smack the shit out of Pyre.
All right, that's a 23 on the check.
I'm so glad you succeeded at this. So Resonant, you sort of focus into the gem frequency of
Diamond.
And the sort of energy that's connecting, almost like a tether between Nightfire and Pyre. And as you begin to move and start to unravel it and start to separate that, you detect a surge of energy coming from the Nightfire side of that. I would like for you to roll your nullify rank. So a d20 plus 10, it looks like.
Yep. And there's a reason I saved 1 hero point. 21. All right, I need to use that hero point. That is a 29.
All right. You just saved Pyre's life.
Oh.
Oh.
Bummer.
You catch that energy.
All the heroes go bumper, even though he's a bad guy.
I didn't say it.
That was Steve, not Mortis. Mortis is a little bit more forgiving.
So you intercept this energy that's coming from the Nightfire side of it before you sever it, and the energy passes up into you, and you begin to burn from the inside out. I would like for you to roll a Fortitude save.
Fortitude save. 20.
20. You lose 2 points of stamina
Ow.
as Nightfire's magical energy passes into you, and you barely maintain your hold on your existence. This demonic magic passes into you, and it begins to warp and eat away at everything inside you. And everybody who's looking at Resonant, you see she screams, looks up, and the white in her hair goes back to her natural hair color, and glowing red fire erupts from her eyes. And that's where we're going to end this week's session.
Wow.
Oh, shoot.
Man.
Thanks, Killer.
Okay, well.
So,
I was going to try to stop from falling to the ground, but that's what's more dramatic.
so yeah, wow. What a session tonight, everybody.
Whew.
Resonance
Good
being melted by an angry demon white nationalist. It's not good.
Not good.
But Pyre didn't die from it, so that was cool.
I guess.
Yes.
The jury is very out at the moment.
Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening as we are diving into the second adventure of Netherwar Pentagram Peril. We are putting some twists on it. Those of you who have read the module might know that I have changed the primary bad guy of the story from a different bad guy to one that was more fitting for the player character's nemesis background. So we are doing some modification, as always, as we're doing our Netherwar adventures here. So, yeah, next week we will be here, same bat time, same bat channel, to continue as our heroes try to do something to save Resident in the brief moments before her life is ended by Nightfire. And then decide which of the Bloodstones to tackle next. We're going to be doing a bit of world hopping in the next few adventures as the heroes go looking for these Bloodstones, competing both against Nightfire and the Factor 4, and Dr. Azoth and his homunculi. We have some cool stuff underway, so thank you everybody for hanging out with us. As far as other announcements, tomorrow night we have the finale for Born of Rage, Season 3, where our pack will be... What's going on with our pack tomorrow, Mortis?
Your pack is learning the last bits of lore regarding what you've been dealing with.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna miss playing Darren for a little while we ramp up to move on to a new game in our Tuesday night slot. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Wednesday night, we have the second episode of Monster of the Week. If you missed the first episode, that's okay. It is an episodic show. Every week, it deals with a different monster with the same characters. So there's no need to worry about catching up or anything like that. But if you do want to catch up, we do have the video playback on YouTube available now. It's a great show. It's a great cast. Everybody's having a lot of fun. And Monster of the Week is a very fun, easy system. Next Tuesday, we have the finale for our Call of Cthulhu adventure that we were doing with Bridget, the wonderful GM from Symphony Entertainment. And Friday, we have another episode of our podcast, Something Something Dragons, coming out. So there's a lot of cool stuff. Also, if you haven't seen it yet, we have a contest up on our website, UntoldStoriesProject.com. We have two contests, actually. One is for short fiction, so 1,500 to 2,000 words about gaming, and one is about art. So anything related to gaming that you can email to us, it could be a character drawing, it could be a scene from your favorite game, it could be a painting, sculpture, whatever you want to do, go ahead and get it into us. There is a $25 cash prize and a USP shirt on the line for the winners of those 2 contests. Does anybody have anything else? Kevin, I'll sort of pass it to you, and you can say goodbye and get us out of here.
Well, yeah, I mean, you kind of covered all the high points. Check out the new shows, check out the contests. Lots of cool stuff happening. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Over to you, Mortis.
Looking forward to next week's episode. It's gonna be super cool. Tomorrow night, as we do have our season finale of Born in Rage, so that's gonna be pretty cool. So.
All I have to say is that I hope you guys are enjoying this show as much as I am, because I literally love Monday nights now. But I'm just happy to be here, and that's all I have to say. So, Andy.
Yeah, we're really appreciative of all you guys and girls and everyone else hanging out with us on Monday nights. We're really appreciative of just the views and the fact that you guys keep coming back every week just to hang out with us for 3 hours of superhero shenanigans and all the crazy things that we get up to. Please go check out Storyforge on YouTube if you're interested at all in character creation for different systems. I'd love some feedback on the videos that we've got out there, just because, you know, there's something I'm just doing to kind of help out. So any feedback I get on that would be helpful. Calvin?
Okay. Yeah, I am also just really enjoying this game. Really glad people are showing up for it, and hopefully excited to watch it and listen to it. And of course, all the other awesome stuff that's on the USB channel. Again, I'm over on the Win with Dice channel normally, doing the weekly podcast. We did a whole bunch of Lantern stuff, some character creation, also that Mutants and Masterminds character creation video, which you can go and check out. And again, our streams, I'm just really excited for the direction those are going in. I have a button in my mech that I'm afraid to press, so that's how I know I built something awesome. So come check out our show and see if I do press that big button next episode.
Do it.
Tell me it's Candy Apple Red.
Of course.
Yes!
Red ones go faster.
The big glowing red button that I'm afraid to press. But yeah, for sure, just come if you want to see more stuff from that Lancer Mech RPG. We've been doing that basically all month, and we've got more podcast episodes coming up about that game, so it's gonna be really exciting. And that's all I got.
Awesome. Well, thank you once again, everybody, for hanging out with us. We will see you here, same bat time, same bat channel. Thanks for making good choices. Keep wearing your masks, and have a great week. We'll see you next time.